B on the chat room. Dennis Dodge said yesterday on the Cover 3 podcast that San Diego State, UNLV are back plans for the Big 12. I saw that. I read that. That would have to be, would that be plan 2 or 3, if at all? There were a few people that said, hey, wait a minute. I understand what maybe UNLV doesn't bring to the table or what people may think of UNLV, whatever, but you know what? Isn't that where everybody's going? Do you see the A's story today? They bought land near the Strip. They're moving. We mentioned them earlier in the week. They're moving to Las Vegas. Would that be an opportunity? I'm not saying front and center, but would they at least be someone that you have to at least discuss because of what can happen in their city rather than whatever they bring to the table? I don't know.
I think you have to kind of let that happen. I mean, UNLV. Talking to some of our friends that are in radio in Vegas, I asked them about that, and they're like the people who cover them, kind of have this. They're kind of like Memphis a little bit. If they can ever figure out what they do well and do the things well all right in a row, then yes, then they, like Memphis, should probably be in a power conference. But UNLV. The city around them, they need to get on that. They need to ride that wave for sure because it's exploding around them. And by the way, the A's moving there is like one of the worst kept secrets in the world. Like even Vegas, everything that happens here stays here.
Better secret than Texas OU and the SEC and USC, UCLA?
Yeah, I mean, just the worst. And a lot of times when big owners throw out we'll move to this city. It's just to get more out of that. Like the city of Vegas is like, yeah, here's the thing. If you see the picture of the land, they've already cleaned it out. Like they could start construction tomorrow.
Yeah. Here's my question is how many people in Vegas care about college sports? Because there is a difference. Mm-hmm. If it's NIL era college sports, then maybe that gives UNLV more of a boost. But again, who's paying for it? It's one thing when it's a national team. It's the A's. Okay, you don't have to be from Oakland to root for them. You don't have to be from Las Vegas to root for UNLV, but I'd say probably most people are. And, some of that pull is from, in the college ranks, at least attendance-wise, is a little bit more personal than it is for professional followers. So do they have the fan base that shows up? I'd say this, the biggest thing about UNLV to me, what's the rush as far as if you're the Pac-12, I can understand you looking at it a little deeper, but I'll let the academic people tell me what that's supposed to, mean for them, as far as is the door closed on them because of academics, even though we know that that's hooey, that makes up as much as some people portray it to make up. But regardless, if you're the Pac-12, you're not signing a long-term TV deal no matter what you're eventually signing, which still unsigned, right? And the Big 12, their deal's for just a few years? So they don't need Las Vegas this time around. Maybe the next time around, and that next time around is not that far down the road. So you do have to be, crossing your T's and dotting your I's, I think, if you're anybody looking at the Las Vegas market and looking at UNLV. But I don't think the Big 12, with all the balls in the air that they have right now, I don't think they're the ones that are sitting there needing to poach that right away. Does that make sense?
No, yeah, I think what might
maybe next time
is that your mark is probably saying, listen, we're here and you have a little time here and we understand what you're waiting on if this is the discussion. But as far as the others, it might just be maybe, I don't know, it's just you always keep the balls juggling in the air. But we know which ones are the ones that will be important for the Pac-12 and then also could be a part of the new and more expanded Big 12 if that ever happens. Well, let's get back to road rage.